Ended up closing the clip. We'll try this again. I accidentally shut it back off. We'll do this. So you're going to see a little bit of everything. Hey, stripping gears here, guys. I'm just at a benefit car show over by Tri-City Airport. Sunday morning, about 10 o'clock. Anyways, I hope you enjoy, and let's get to the cars, guys. Square body. Of course, you got this demon, Brian Oliver. Like I said, it's nice, but man, if you would have saw those ones at the Mopars, this is a pretty good one though. Mopars at the Red Barns. Let's try this. And this, I think, is my buddy Richie Rich's. Yep, John and Christy Robinson. He redid this car in this garage. Look at that, guys. SS 454, beautiful car. Of course, this is my co-worker's car. I always talk about Richie Rich. That's what his is. He's had it almost 40 years. That's what's kind of slick about it. He has the engine kind of stroked a little bit, as they say. It's a little mild cam, and it ain't quite bone stock anymore. He's going to hand it down to his kids when he retires from all this. He said that's a few years away yet. I got these Vegas were the shit as far as a daily driver, but our drag cars, excellent. Yeah. We got this Nova. How about that, guys? Stroker in it, looks like. Hey, how's it going, man? This will be up probably by tomorrow morning. It takes about 6 hours to do a 1 hour video. Oh, were you? Cool beans. I put Back to the Bricks this morning at about 8 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks. Tell your friends about it. I need more subs. I got to get 1,000 before I get a dime.
Yeah, they're nice, man.
Oh, that's cool beans. And then you got this. Morning.
3.5 motor with the
Take a look at that, guys. Beautiful paint on it. Super Sport. That's a real Super Sport, too. And then you got this.
They overtightened that flywheel blew apart in the metal. Oh, geez. And I'm like, I'll be out. They're all over. I'll get, I'll have to pay up for it. I'll tell you.
Yeah, take a look, guys. And this was, I think, this was, I think, in Mount Morris last night. And how about this? That might have been in Mount Morris too. It looks nice with those American Racing wheels on it. Because the car rides, that gen is actually starting to grow on me a little bit. I remember when they came out. They were such a change of pace from the previous generation. How about that, guys? Let's see if we can do this. I don't know what happened in that video a few minutes ago. I accidentally touched the screen and it was all gone. How about that? How about this? This is for my grandsons. They get into this, that nasty, all that good stuff. And here's that Chevelle SS 396. This thing is like eat off. It's been at a few shows. I'm sure it'll be at Frankenmuth because it's high quality. Rick. A lot of Ricks own nice cars. Maybe that's why I never owned one. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyways, this is another one. This, I think I talked to the guy. This was originally a blue car of some sort, maybe powder blue. He redid it. I've talked to him for probably 15 years. He's had it that long at least. And this, what I like about this is that's factory hubcaps, SS hubcaps. If you're going to keep it stock, as they say. 327. And you got this. How about this? Here's the Vandalum. How about that, guys? My brother had one of those. And how about this? This is, like I said, this is an old 50s color. What I like about this, guys, you kind of walk past it, you don't realize it. There's a Forder, non-post, and look at that rear roof. Or, rear glass, I mean. I apologize. How about this Vet Sidewinder? Like I said, because it don't have a scoop on it, I'm guessing 65, 66. There's a rumbly tumbly coming over there. Let me do this. And this is late model. How about this? This ain't quite a square body, but he has it fixed up nice. Big old Vortec. And this is a wagon, Fordo wagon. Let me see if you can see this, guys. You get to see a little dragster. Let's try that. It's just a base Camaro. That's just a base Camaro, but I'm sure you don't have base motor in it anymore, but it's clean. That's like a 68, maybe it has side markers, I guess. Yep, 68. How about this? And I think I saw this last night in Mount Morris, maybe. I took a picture of one. That's that anniversary one. That was last year of that. Then you got this. Talked to this guy at American Gas a couple years ago. He's like from Tri-City area somewhere. And this GTO, like I said, I had a 66. This is a 66, 67. That's the stacked headlights instead of vertical. It's horizontal, or horizontal, vertical instead of horizontal. I know a lot of guys don't like those new GTOs. They didn't sell well. For whatever reason, but they had an LS6 in it, and that's Corvette motor, and you see it for nicely. I regret not buying one when I had the opportunity to buy one for $23, and this thing will make some noise, I'm sure. This is a driver, but he's engaged. He's involved, engaged. He's supporting a charity. You can't beat that. Let me see what we got. Here's this. This is a Volkswagen Dune Buggy. That was common. That metal flake. Plastic shell. And here's another GTO that is like eat off. I guess it depends on how it's done. And I always like when you see those books, it shows you how a big piece of junk it was and they fixed it. Let me get in here, guys, a little bit. Now we're gonna hear some noise. How about this, guys? Back up a little bit to do this justice. I'm waiting for that bad boy to get off the truck. It's in a trailer. It sounds like a drag car. Like I said, this is just a charity run out of the blue, and it's appeared on Facebook or something. They got the local television stations here, and here's the Chevelle. Now, mind you, this ain't that much different than GTO, but the lines are just better on it. That's just a Malibu, but it's sweet. Let me do this. We'll get to this. This is 67. No side markers, I guess. Real nice. Corvette red, I call it. But look at that. Malibu. 67 Malibu. Here's that little car like my dad had. Like I said, of course, it didn't look like that. Let me back up so these guys can see this stuff a little bit. It's really not doing it justice in this light. There's I think they got one of those dragsters that just ramps up for put on the show. And here's another GTO. How about this? This is a nice Cutlass. That's factory color right there, guys. My brother had the coupe of this.
All right, later. No. I'm going to hang up and I'm going to try him.
And here's the Fury 3. This is basically a cop car, maybe, or close to it. Take a look at it. And this guy, he's doing something with it. Beautiful goat, though. Jeez. He's struggling, though. something's loose, something. Ram there. How about that, guys? That's a rotisserie redo on that bad boy. Yeah, some line's leaking. It looks like he just hand tightened it in this. This was there at Mount Morris last night. How about this? This is my buddy's car. Like I said, he's thinking about getting rid of it. Let's see what's coming down the pipe, as they say. I'm gonna stick around for this because you get to see what I see. We'll get this bad boy coming in. We'll do this. How about this, guys? Guys, but yeah, that's my buddy's car. And this I saw over at St. Ignace. It looks like a mild manner, kind of funked out California wagon, kind of with the yellow glass and tin on it, and big whites on it. But boy, does that sure sound good. It was rumbling and tumbling in this. Let me back it up so you guys can see this stuff a little bit. There's a GT 500. That's the bomb. That's factory color, because like I said, you'd never pick that color in today's world, but he's keeping it original. That's what's sweet. Yeah, take another look at that. Yeah. Let me get around here, guys. We'll do this a little bit. I got to bounce a little bit. This kind of got a cluster right here, which is cool. This is a GT Camaro SS 67 RS. It looks like real nice. It's an SS, I guess, or an SS rather. And you got this. How about this for this Galaxy 500? That's not my cup of tea, but I saw these back when I was a kid. Yeah, I always thought they're pretty cool Fords, big Fords, you know. But they're competing against a little bit of the bigger Chrysler cars. And of course, you know, the Malibus and Chevelles and Palace. Yeah, then you got Wally here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep it bouncing, guys, here. Someone's playing some really nasty music. Real nice, but don't get me wrong. I got to watch that stuff. Yeah, this is on this SS 350. That's a 69 vert, as they say. How about this? Yeah. Like I said, this is all for charity. Of course, car guys, you give them a place where they can park, they're going to park. You know how that goes. Everyone wants to show off the rides. That's a given. Sheesh. How about this Dakota? Bet you that has a little punched out V8 in it. My brother had one of these. 318, 360. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Yeah, and then this is a work in progress, or maybe that's how they want it. Yeah. Well, let's do that. And this is a Hellcat. I like the little symbol, the Hellcat. And this is nice, but I'm not a wide body guy. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I think they're a foot wider than they need to be as it is, and it adds 5 inches onto it. Now, how about this? This one's pretty sweet. That one's nice because, well, you know what? It's not a wide body. And those wheels, I've never seen those wheels on a Hellcat before. That's the bomb. That's probably one of the nicer ones I saw. Red brake calipers, they barely paid about $600 to $700 for them. Look at that. Nice one. Let's do that. A nice Vortec in it. And of course, there's a grocery getter that has a little pop to it, as they say. And 68, I'm guessing. Side markers. How about this? You don't see a lot of these anymore, especially one in this kind of shape. The only downside of these is Ford went away from power, but that was the 70s. Other than that, think about this. If you had a Coyote motor jammed in that just like that, that'd be the bomb.
What'd you say? Oh.
How about that? And we'll do this again. That's a nice flame job on there, guys. Yeah, I don't know if that's a glass car or not. That says it's 33, but a lot of times those are glass cars. How about this? That's a 56, like they always say, this stepchild. The guy I talked to that had a mint one, so that's the stepchild of the Tri-5s. Everybody knows the 57, everybody knows the 58. Or the 55, 56. The 56 is the one that everybody's like wrapped up on. First seems a pace car. Yeah, let me do this. Here's that. Yeah. How about this square body? That's a C10.
You want to cruise down there and come up?
How about this? Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what we got here. This is insane, guys, because I'm gonna go this way and that way. Let me see what we got. This is all cars. This has probably been the biggest of the Tri-Cities, guys. How about that?
Are we going just straight?
That's a drag car. That's all you want, a big meat, big tater. And of course this, I know, yeah, this is Z06. I'm going to tell you something. The way you can tell the Z06, it does have a little different stance. The side scoops are a little wider where it says Z06. The meats are wider. I think the rear quarters are slightly wider. I'm not 100% sure, but I wasn't into these. But man, I saw one guy at Woodward have one of these, and it's a freaking monster. This is one of the nicest ones I think I've ever seen. Stick shift car. Look at that, guys. What's nice about that 427, that was a small block, but same cubic inch as the old ones. Let me see what we got.
Looking shiny, Ma? Did I miss a spot anywhere?
Let me do this, guys. I'm gonna just pan it a little bit.
Didn't realize they sent them down that the end of the strip too.
Yeah.
We missed that. And everything that's come in since apart.
How about that, guys? That's nice. How about this? This is a beautiful 396. That's like a dark burgundy vinyl. Engine bay eat off of. Got a couple more rides coming in yet too, guys. Look at that. I'm gonna keep it moving. Yeah, let me do this. This thing's always nice. Like I said, at one time I wasn't into these. Now I think they're really great. Highly collectible these cars are right now. Take a look. Like I said, I gotta watch this. There's that Mercury Cougar, Montego Cougar coming in. You could get a monster motor in those back in the day. Yeah, let's do this. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, someone's getting tired of the ZR1, or there's a Hot Wheel one that has the ZL1 wheels on it. Let's do this. Let's get back at it, guys. How about this? 67 LS3. This is like the bomb. I mean, I like the 69s, but if you're gonna, this is what's nice. You're gonna get on 67. I mean, interiors have been 100% redone, beautiful, and that camel color goes great with this burgundy. You can't see it real good, but the stripes are actually like, I wouldn't say they're ghosted. That's pretty sweet. They're burgundy stripes, slightly darker. They're harder to see. And like I said, it could be a little bit because of how this is laid out. This is kind of I don't think they thought they're going to have their crowd. They should have ran a little wider bushwhacker because there's almost no parking here for spectators. How about this Rally Sport? Correct Traeger SS's if you're not going to have the rallies on. Real nice car. Boy, that sun hides it at nice. That's just a Rally Sport 350. Real nice car. Rotisserie redone too. I'm telling you guys, that thing's sweet. Let me get over here. Let me see. Yeah. And here's this. Like I said, there was some hot rods here. This I thought was originally parking for the spectators, but they ran out of room for the classic cars. Let me do this. Oh man, I'll do this. Here's a nice Camaro. I mean, and this, that ZL1, this thing's gonna be highly collectible. It's one of the last Camaros. The color's a rare color. The ZL1 and is a vert. Personally, I like the hardtop better. I told you after having a vert, I'm not into it. But that's gonna be the bomb. Yeah, you got this. Let me see what you got. This is just a GT. Has the saline wheels on it, as they say. And it has a light bar, which I get. A lot of guys like the light bar. My buddy had one of these. It's good. And this ain't his because his didn't have the white interior, but he has a brake calipers, painted brake calipers. And you got this. Let's do this, guys. Here's another little bad boy. How about this? This looks real. Don't hold me to it. I don't know. And this guy, I followed him in. He had a hell of a time trying to figure out which entrance to go into. He went back and forth past the airport a couple times. I started following him, and finally I thought, no, you can't get into this place except on the north end. There's another ZL1. This one's like the bomb. Like I said, this is going to be highly collectible. The only thing I would have changed at Chevy, I don't know why they did, is see that high belt line? That window is like about 10 inches wide. Let's see what we got. I hear a rumbly tumbly. Yeah, let's do this. You might see a few of these cars again, guys. It is a bounced out mess at this point. You got some nice cars, but yeah, this used to be the quarter-mile track, guys. I'm just giving you a heads up. You had one on that side, one on this side, and spectators watching. Or maybe this was parking and that was a track. I only came here once as a kid. Not a kid, I was a teenager, but I didn't know. When you're basically wet behind the ears, you don't know which way's up sometimes. But this is the car I think you heard running. It's nasty. I'll film it a little bit. That's a nasty bug, as they say. And then here's another one. Let's do this. Rod shop, it says.
Was that 30,000?
Yeah.
How about that, guys? And this was Mr. Nasty, as you heard it come through. Yeah, I'm actually almost full circle. I'm way down there, but this is basically the end of the run, as they say. And of course, you got this Grand National coming through. Everybody wants to participate. There's a nice sound to it. It almost doesn't sound like it's a V6, but Well, they'll say. But yeah, look at all the way down there, guys. There's cars. That's spectators, but still way down there. Yeah. Morning, guys.
Take a look on the inside if you're filming.
I got a little channel called Stripping Gears. I'm going to be putting this up. It takes about 5 hours to upload, but it'll be up by tonight.
Stripping gears.
Yeah, I film all the local shows. I just do it, actually, just for history's sake. You know, 10 years from now, you'll look at, hey, I remember us doing that.
Right, yeah.
If you watch it now, it's like, oh, that's, you know, whatever.
Biden has his way 10 years from now, you won't be able to drive a gas car. No.
Well, he's trying like hell to stop something like this in the next year. Trust me. I laugh because he has a Corvette, and he rode with Jay Leno, and it's, you know, so like he's a car guy. He's the opposite of a car guy. Hey, you just have a good rest of your morning. You just got it right. At least you got a little pop-up because it's warm.
Yeah, it's sunny tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he's got a cool thing. My kids like all that skeletal stuff. I film that. They get anything with the stuffies or skull and bones, you know. Yeah. Yeah, here's these rat rodder stuff. Like I said, I respect them for being in it.
Because the dude shoved it up my nose and he's in the room talking to me and stuff.
Yeah, see that?
Puts it in the... Like, no wonder.
How about that C10, guys? That creamsicle, or they call it, or something? Orange and that's classic colors too, and that one's nicely done. What's funny is when the sun's really bright, the chrome wheels don't look as good as they do later in the afternoon, depending on how the light hits them. And this is sweet again. Yeah. There's a nice little truck. Fit 35. I think I saw that at one of the shows. And this is the Reese bunch again. I told you guys, this is Brett's car. It is nasty. You ought to hear that. He can open exhaust on this. Boy, when he opens exhaust on that big buck, women and children ought to run, because that thing is nasty. How about this? This is the DeLong car I showed you last week in Vassar. Pretty original color, has original interior. It's just Malibu, but man, that's Malibu name because that motor and everything's all SS. How about this? I'm gonna just pan this stuff again, guys. I'm letting you see it. And this is for sale. Like I said, you've come through here. I'm kind of backtracking a little bit. There's that S. I like these. That's probably an 08. Yeah, anywhere from 06 to 09, I'm guessing. Because, like I said, 09 they changed the rear end. I wish I would have bought it just a GT back in there. I was looking at a convert. It's a little bit out of my price range. I hauled around and I never bought anything. And I would have liked to have had one of those, and at least add a 4-valve, put a blower on it or something down the road after I had it paid off. How about that, guys? That's a nice Monty, and that has, a real nice top on it too. Pretty factory color. Yeah. And here's that Olds again. How about this, guys? Like I said, I'm not up on this style. I'm not sure what years it is. I'm guessing early 60s, maybe. I have no idea. You got this. This has been a few places, but it's sweet. And it's real clean. The body is like nice. And here's that 66 that's like eat off. Rotisserie redone. Let me do this. And here's that Z06 again. Like I said, I wouldn't mind having that. I like that actually. I like that better than the 8th gen, 7 and 8th gen. I really like that now. Didn't like it when I was out because I'm always 1, 2, 3 guy. But that one's about as nice. The only thing that could be nicer on that is if it had red interior with that silver. Because I'm always like this, that guy. Of course, I have 2 pennies to rub. Let's do this. There's a Hot Wheels car. I hear something coming in. How about this? This guy's better actually to be going south of here instead of north, because it's cleaner and less used here, and the more cars are down there. That sounds like a nice cam in it. You hear that little truck? Let's do this. There's just some drivers on this side, but that's all right. They're engaged. They're involved. As they say on TV all the time, it's very organic, whatever the hell that means. Like I said, but it's good to have young kids involved. I will say that. Let's take a look at these. Like I said, I like to say every car featured. If you got a car, you got it in it. On my channel, you get in it. In it to win it. That's how I look at it. I might not spend as much time on it and stuff like that, but I want people to be involved, engaged, and I technically subscribe to my channel too. Let's see what we got. There's a big old bourbon. That thing's a driver. You don't see them very often. That's a 350. That's a 3/4 ton, maybe even a full ton. I don't know what a 350 stands for. I know 2500 means that it's yeah, 3500 might mean full. Let me do this. How about this, guys? Nice square body. I saw that coming in. I'll pan this way a little bit so the guys get a little bit of it. Look at that. So that's about as nice as you can get. Let me bag into this thing a little bit. And I'm going to pan back into the crowd. Yeah. How about this, guys? Let's do this. And like I said, this car is as clean as you're gonna get. Not big into that roof line. My classmate was like all off on it. I think he had an older brother that had one of them. Let's do this. That's a nice truck. And here's another one. I should probably get up on these things. This is nice looking. Nice chrome grille. How about that? That's different. It's custom, as they say. Let's do this. Here's the TA. The only thing I would change on this, and maybe that was factory, I don't like the black rims. I'd rather have the rims the same color. Same color as the car. Maybe that was the way it was. I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. How about this, guys? That's not a factory color. It looks nice, though. Here's a goat that's just like, that's a rotisserie redone, the paint. And I'll tell you something on these things, guys. This plastic nose, rubbery nose thing, those are prone to get hairline cracks in the paint. Seen a couple of them lately. I didn't point them out because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but that's a real bitch to paint. Let's put it that way. And there's a, like a 50s classic colors and such. How about this? Yeah. Let me do this again. And here's a Fox body, a full-blown GT, and this is nice. I don't know if it's been redone. It's in really good shape. Yeah, real nice. And this and Palace, real sweet. That's really clean. That's rotisserie done too. Same with the goat. I'm just giving you a heads up, guys. It's better for just watch my show instead of walk it because it's warm. Anytime it's in the sun, that's summer, as they say. Here's a Super Sport. How about that, guys? Let's do a little pan of this. $396. Keith Kerber. Same owner since '78. How about that, guys? How about that? Let me do the picture of that goat. And of course, this truck is like classic colors. It's kind of that's a little mixed into the yellow, as they say. Yeah. Now with this little truck. Yeah. How about that, guys? This is a real good show, guys. This is has to do with some charity of some sort. That's a Z28, and it's a '68 car. Really nice redone. That's a rotisserie redone. Yeah, the engine bay's eat off. Here's a Bugaroo. And this is a little something. Yeah. How about that? Here's a vet. Like I said, that's not the least favorite of my yellows I like, but it has to be a factory color because everybody has that. Yeah, something on that. That's a work in progress. There's a chip here or there. They know it. And how about this? All right, so this guy I talked to last 15 years. I call him Kenny Rogers. If you look at him, he looks like Kenny Rogers. This is rotisserie done. Yeah. See that, guys? That's rotisserie done. Same with that. And how about this? Let's do this. Let's get over here, guys. I think this is a guy in the Bay City area had this. He moved to Florida. He sold the car. This is Pride and Joy. Firebird. Vert. I'm not a big Firebird guy, I'll be honest with you. But I heard that he died in Florida. I'd like someone to give me a heads up on it. But that looks like his old car. He moved out of the area. His wife had cancer or something like that. And the Michigan air was not good for her or something. So they moved down there and then he died. The hell? And you got this. Yeah. Just don't touch. I get it, guys. That's pretty blue. 66. Yeah. Got this. I saw this in Vassar. This is a stock car. It's not that fast. He might have done something a little bit motor, but it's mostly original. There might be some touch-ups on quarters or something. Let me do this. And then we got these. Like I said, I got my Vert. I don't know. I'm just not a Vert guy anymore. And this guy has a real nice car. I talked to this couple. They're really nice. There's your Fox body. Cobra, it says. I think that guy has like 30 grand in that car. And this is a blower. I talked to them a couple. They're really sweet. How about that, guys? But yeah, I'll pan back. My car's just like that, basically. You know, it holds its own as far as styling. I'll tell you that. Not everybody's into it. If you're a Mustang guy, you are, but that's it. This is Mustang Club. Yeah. Yeah. There's another Vert. How about that? We'll do this. I'll pan these cars. I know that part of the video, if you're not a Mustang guy, you probably could zip past it, but that's all right. And you're going to get into a little bit of traffic here, guys. I'll be honest with you. You got this. Let's do this, guys. You got that. That's Ram Air car. That's worth something. You got this. 67 Dennis A-Hands. Really nice. I like those wheels on there. And this, I think I saw last night. It's fully caged. He's nasty. And here's this. Let me do this because it's busy here, right? All of a sudden. Let me do this. Let me film this. How about that, guys? That's a money for Richie Rich, the detail shop, they say. I got this. Let me buzz past these guys. I got some cars that are all right, I guess. How about that? That's a 60. Of course, this I think I saw last night. It says the 06. And they saved like 200 pounds by having the roof line like that. I have mixed feelings on it. The fastback roof looked better. And these are going for big money now. My buddy's showing you pictures on Facebook Marketplace for about 26. Yeah, do this, guys. That's insane. I remember when you could buy them used for 7-8 grand because they were like worn wet, put away wet or something. I don't know how that goes, but you know how it goes. Rolled hard, put away wet, and then you got this dry power. How about that, guys? And this is a beautiful road runner. That's a 446 barrel. What do you think that thing's worth? It has hood pins and all that. The hood doesn't look like a line for some reason, but that might be fiberglass. Those did not sit good. How about that? That's a nice looking one, but boy, I'll tell you what, that Z06 or ZR1, whatever that was, the silver one was nice. How about that? How about this, guys? That's a GT with SVE Cobra wheels on it, with a big old monster hood. Whew. How about this? I'm gonna just pan this a little bit, guys, so you just kind of see what you see. And this guy was in Vassar last week. This thing's rotisserie done. That's factory color. See what you got, guys. Let me do that. And this has been everywhere. Like I said, a lot of these are local guys. They do about every show. How about this? Yeah, there's a Yanko. How about that, guys?
Yeah, I think you're right. Did you
that, guys?
look at the tower and stuff?
I don't know if that's a real Yanko, but I know a lot of guys convert to Yanko tributes or clones, whatever. And this. How about that, guys?
Hey.
How about that? That was a factory color. I've never liked that color on any of them. Chevelles, GM product, Chrysler product, Ford product. It was popular though back in the day, those earth tones. And this, I actually like this better. This one's pretty nice. This one's rotisserie done. I mean, the engine bay, look at that. I mean, he drives it. It has original factory manifolds on it, which I think is great. Actually, the mark on the car says I actually put out the same horsepower as the headers, technically. Let me do this. Let's squeeze it in here, guys. Yeah. Let me do this, guys. Here's a nice vert, real nice, classic vert, as they say. And that Silverado, it's involved, engaged. Not, technically, I don't think it's. How about this? That's a big old Caprice, but it's nicely done. Probably factory color, because that's a different color. I'll tell you, that vinyl at the top looks good too. How about this? Lot of big. There's an Impala. There's a Caprice. And of course, you got this little. Looks like a Valiant. That's a post car Valiant. Most of them are coupes. And this you've seen a few times. Nice little AMC, AMX. And how about the Hoss? It says. Oh, gotta put the dog in it. How about this? We'll squeeze through here, guys. It's a little clouded just right by this Cutlass, which is all right. We've seen this a few times. Still real nice shape. Beautiful car. Here's another dog. You gotta keep the dogs in it. Yeah. There's that Willys that was in there. That was nasty. Well, that's Chevy. Not sure what it is. I guess that's a big Chevy. It looks like a Willys. Who knows? I'm not up on that stuff, guys. Just giving you a heads up. But beautiful car, just the same. Yeah. Let's squeeze in here. We got a couple people gonna get it. And then I saw this in, this is a 72. I saw this actually at the American Legion in Saginaw, now that I think about it. It's eat-off material. It is like the bomb. It has silver stripes with that burgundy. It really looks nice. I'll take a gander at that. Yeah. Let me do this. I'll do this, guys. How about that? That's a Model A. Now, I'm not into them, but this was a sweet car. And here's another one that's a pretty custom, I think it's a Ford. It looks like a Ford possibly. And here's this. This is the bomb. Now this is getting close to like I'm talking about as far as that set. If you look at it, the stance, it's lowered. It's not sitting like 8 inches higher than the fender wells. That's the cage. And the only thing that I'm not into is cars riding around with no hoods. It does have a hood on the back. He has it off just to show it off, I guess. Let's do this. And this. Let me see if that's a split. Everybody wants to see if it's a split. No split. I'm just kidding. How about that? How about this, guys? Here's a Trans Am. Nicely redone, too. And that's one small, and he knows it. No, it's nicely redone. I'll leave it at that. I ain't gonna get picky on that thing, and there's a beast.
You know what it takes to change that though?
How about this, guys?
You don't even have to take it.
That's different. My brother-in-law had one of these. It's the different ride. Let's put it that way. Let's squeeze in here, guys. Get through here if I can. Like I said, I'll cover everybody's car. There's another Chevelle Super Sport. Here's that factory yellow again on these C10s. What's nice about this one, between the two, this actually has the Chevy lettering on the hood. Don't know if that was factory or what. How about that, guys? And then this is a short roof line. Yeah. Let me do this, guys. I gotta squeeze where I can squeeze. Yeah. I'm not going full bore on the cars where I have bad access. And this is a nice Trans Am. This is an 81. It's the turbo car. And yeah, it's those nice aftermarket wheels that make it look nice. Bend that up so you can see a little bit. And this. There's another nice, real nice Chevelle 396. Let me do this. Like I said, Chevelles usually dominate, I'll be honest with you guys. And there's that. I've filmed that before, guys. It's slick, has a hell of a sound out of it. And that's a framed deal. And I've talked to this guy before. Said, how about this? Yeah, with all those chairs in front of it, it's hard to. It doesn't really look like it's staged. Yeah, how about this? Yeah, let me do that. How about this, guys? Here's another 302. How about that, guys? I see some friends here. Once I film this all, I'm going to go back and say hi to a few people. Just give you a heads up. That is the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah, how about that? Big monster meats on that son of a pup. Yeah, let me do this, I guess. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, nice Ranger. How about that, guys? Nice Ranchero. You don't see them every day. Yeah, how about that? I think I talked about this one. This one's eat off. How about that, guys? You know what's neat about